What is up, guys? It is DMG here, and welcome back to another fully torqued episode. Now, we are 5 games into the season, as you can see, right? We started off last episode with a win against Lincoln in our first game, a 1-0 home win, which was very solid, especially considering the fact that they were fighting for promotion, right? They were 4th, they were in the playoffs. So to get a good win against a team that, again, was almost supposed to be in the championship is very, very good. And we have now since gone on to win 3 more and then lose 1, which for a newly promoted side, I think is actually quite good, especially when you look at the teams that were promoted along with us, such as Grimsby, and Bolton, right there near the bottom of the table, bottom half, and Grimsby obviously is dead last. So, for us, I do expect top 10 finish, at least the top half finish, and I also think that if we don't get any major injuries to our star players, if, maybe a couple things go our way, I do think that we can finish in a playoff spot, maybe try to get promotion. Now, would that be good or not? I'm not sure, right? I'm not sure if our team would be good enough for the championship, but I do think that a top 6, top half finish is not out of the question. So looking at the games that we played, we did play Bolton, right, a team that we were promoted along with, and we beat them 4-0. Now in this game, Ryan Longman, who is on loan for us, did very well initially, and then unfortunately got hurt. And in these stretch of games, he was actually not available, right? He was hurt for all of these games, unfortunately. But the games did include a 2-1 win over Derby, a 2-1 win over Huddersfield, a 3-0 loss against Blackpool, 4-2 win over Hartlepool, and a 4-1 win over Peterborough. Now, the games that I really want to look at are these 3 games right here, because we beat Huddersfield away 2-1. Now, Huddersfield are in a league above us, right? They're in the championship. So the fact that we beat them, right, let alone let alone just stand with them, is actually pretty crazy. And then we played Blackpool at home the next game, and they're not necessarily the easiest team, but to get slapped 3-0 after a 2-1 win over Huddersfield away, and then to go to Derby, who are predicted to easily get the championship in this league, right? They're easily predicted to win the league, to go away and then beat them 2-1. I don't really know what happened in these games. If we take a look at the games that we scored against Huddersfield, I do think it's just kind of indicative of what our team is, right? Knowles to Connor Allen. Obviously, we're going to see that time and time again, right? Our top playmaker, top goal scorer from last season. Obviously, we are going to be getting the goals there. Now, if you take a look at this one, right? We had Knowles again to Drippy, right? Those goals were pretty great, right? We know that those are our top players for this season. When it came to the game against Blackpool, I'm not sure what happened. If you take a look at some of the stats here, especially our expected goals, right? We were expected to win this game on expected goals, and it might have been unlucky that we didn't get a goal, and I'm not suggesting that we completely dominated either, but for them to get 3 goals like this, right? To get 3 goals off of a 0.7 expected goals rating is pretty wild, right, in my opinion. So again, a 3-0 loss against Blackpool, and we had chances of our own, and we were getting easily handled here. Right? You can see that all of these goals are coming fast and furious here, and we nearly conceded 3 goals in the opening 23 minutes or so. And then if we take a look at the last goal, right, it's just indicative of what this game was, right? They were clearly on their game. They were clearly just better than us, and especially after coming off of a 2-1 away victory against Huddersfield, it's something that I am completely in shock about, to be honest. And then finally, our 2-1 win over Derby County. This was actually a comeback victory, believe it or not. Again, a 2-1 victory, and that's kind of what's happened the last few games, actually, is that we concede early on, we concede early, and then we eventually come back to win. You can see all these goals here that we came back from, right? So again, a 2-1 victory going down. We were 2-0 down against Hartlepool. Actually, they scored 2 quick goals, Bloomfield here, 2 quick goals, and we go on to win 4-2. You can see the exact same thing against Peterborough. Again, we go down fairly early in the 20th minute, and then we go on to win 4-1. I'll be honest, it's a little scary. We have actually been working on a 4-4-2 as well. just because I do think it's actually not that bad of a formation, just because it does work, right? We can get some players out on the wing, and 4-4-2 does happen to be pretty good this year especially. I do think for now we're probably going to be running with this, and unfortunately we do have a lot of people out on loan, so we do have some backups in here, such as our backup right back, unfortunately, Goke, who we got for free from Arsenal. But yeah, unfortunately we have some star players out. Johan, who's been a star player, MSG, who's definitely a starter, Peter Guargis on loan, who is also a potential starter. We do have a lot of people on the bench, unfortunately. So when it comes to this trophy, I'm actually not familiar with it. I think it's like the Papa John's trophy or something similar to that, right? I have no idea if this is actually a trophy worth going after. I mean, any trophy, I guess, is going to be good, right? If you're in the bottom tier leagues, so I guess it's not going to be that bad. However, I do want to focus on the league more than anything, and that is an early goal. Lansy with the header, Goke with that long throw in. We don't need Johan from this, which is fantastic. Again, we are long throw FC, we are set piece FC, which is good to see. Goalie, I'm not sure what happened here. His rating didn't really go down that much, so I'm not sure why, because that was clearly a mistake on his part. But now Manchester City under 23s were predicted to win fairly easily from what I saw. So I remember we are the clear underdogs. So as long as we can just put up a fight here, I do think that's kind of the goal here. And unfortunately, we do get scored on from a corner. Set pieces have actually not been kind to us defensively, so we are set piece FC, and multiple reasons, because one, we give up a lot of set piece goals, and then two, we score them, right? So unfortunately, for us, corner goals have not been that great. And there goes one of our players out on loan. He is hurt for a while. Unfortunately, we can bring in Alec, which is fine, right? He is our star player. It's just he was getting rested. So unfortunately, that's going to be a major blow to us. Now, I do want to see how we're forming here. Okay, so we are essentially playing a back five, which I am okay with when it's against a team like this. I'm not really happy, to be honest, because we were up and then we are not anymore. I probably am going to bring on Longman, if I'm being honest, for Aaron, just because we need to get in Longman, just because one, he's better, two, he's obviously someone who is just very, very good, so we kind of need that. And that should be an easy goal, and it is. Longman already coming on, getting an assist. That was the easiest of tap-ins for Frank. Very, very good header over to Frank, and then the easiest job in the world. Can't miss from there, and that is going to be a goal. So we do retake the league, which is really nice. From here, I'm not really sure what to do. Just maybe hold out a win, try to get no injuries. I think that's kind of the main thing that we're going to try to do here. And let's see if we can get some subs here. Hannibal's getting tired, so we're going to bring on we're going to keep Knowles in, and then we're going to bring in Tyrese, I would suppose. Unfortunately, right, again, we don't really have a lot of subs, because all of the subs that we do have typically, right, MSG, Johan, they're on international duty, unfortunately, so we're not going to have a lot of subs here. Muric gets the ball there early. He does a long throw, and hopefully they can't counter from this. This is a tournament style, right? So there's like 3 games that we all play, maybe 6 games, right? So again, kind of like a Champions League World Cup situation. So again, if we can just hold on to a win here, I think that's kind of the main thing that we want to look at. And again, because they were predicted to win, if we can put up again a good fight, which is what we're doing, I think that's all that we can be happy with here. Longman tries a long-range shot, and it goes just wide. Now that's good to see from Longman. Right, he's doing very well. He just got back from injury, and again, he comes on as a substitute when he's not fully fit whatsoever. He doesn't have match sharpness, and he still gets an assist. So good win, I would say, for us. Unfortunately, Alize that we get in on loan is out for 4 weeks, which is essentially why we also brought in more center backs, because we don't really have a lot of them. So again, it's not the biggest issue, just because he is not typically a starter, but now we're not going to really have a whole lot of depth. We do have Jwin, we do have MSG who can fill that role if need be, but yeah, unfortunately, it's not really looking too great for our depth at center back currently. So that is going to do it for this fully torqued video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Next time out, again, top of the league Sunderland at home. Hopefully we can get that win there. But like I said, that is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been DMG. Peace.